What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Plugged In. Today we are going to be reviewing the Fifine AM8 microphone. Now, before we get into everything, I want to send a huge thank you out to Fifine for sending this microphone out to me to review. Quick disclaimer before we get into the video: even though Fifine sent this microphone out to me, my opinions are my own and they do not get to see this video before I post it or have a say in the things that I have to say about this microphone. And before we get into the unboxing and checking out all the features of the microphone, I'm gonna let you guys listen to 3 different sample audios with different microphones. Of course, the first one being the Fifine AM8. We've got the Wave 3 microphone, and then we also have the Blue Yeti. Now, these microphones do come in at 3 different price points, with the AM8 being the cheapest. So it is a good budget-friendly option, but we're gonna see how it stacks up compared to these other microphones. So each one will be labeled A, B, and C, and you let me know which one you think is which down in the comments below. Here you go. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom surrounded by a vast valley, there lived a young squire who dreamed of becoming a knight. Every day, the squire carried out his daily duties, patiently awaiting the day he could prove his worth and pass into knighthood. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom surrounded by a vast valley, there lived a young squire who dreamed of becoming a knight. Every day, the squire carried out his daily duties, patiently awaiting the day he could prove his worth and pass into knighthood. Once upon a time, in a magical kingdom surrounded by a vast valley, there lived a young squire who dreamed of becoming a knight. Every day, the squire carried out his daily duties, patiently awaiting the day he could prove his worth and pass into knighthood. All right, guys, so what do you think? Which microphone do you think sounded the best, and which one do you think did the best job at rejecting the most sound? Because I don't have too much going on. I do have my PC, of course, that's below my desk, so you do kind of hear the fans in the background in the samples, but that's the only noise that I have going on in the background. So which microphone do you think did a better job at rejecting the sound from my PC? All right, so now that you guys have heard the audio samples, let's go ahead and hop right into the unboxing. So upon first glance at the box, we have a nice image of the microphone with some information. Down below, it has some different use cases for the microphone, and at the top it tells us about its 2 options for connectivity. You can use this microphone via USB Type-C or XLR. Now, I did have to use it via USB-C, but once I get an audio interface, I will test it again with the XLR connection and see how much the sound quality improves. On the right side of the box, it lists off some of the features for us. It has controllable RGB, a capacitive tap to mute button, your headphone and gain knob controls, and real-time monitoring. On the other side is a nice AM8 logo, and then if we turn it over to the back, there's another image of the microphone with the features listed at the top, with a couple that weren't on the side of the box. Let's go ahead and open it up. So on the inside, the first thing we have is our user's guide. Go ahead and set that off to the side. Next, we have a screw-on base for the mic, and it's pretty solid, so no need to buy a mic arm just yet if you aren't able to, but that'll definitely be a benefit to help reject sounds and vibrations from the microphone sitting on your desk. Underneath, we have the microphone itself with our USB Type-C cable nicely wrapped up for us. And here's our first hands-on with the microphone. It's very lightweight. It has a nice sleek design. If we turn it over, here's our tap to mute button on the back side. We have our RGB ring down here at the bottom. Here with this top button, you can change the mode of the RGB, or you can just turn it off completely if you don't want it. And right below, we have our gain and our volume knobs. On the bottom of the microphone, we have our XLR port, followed by our USB Type-C port and our headphone jack. And you can remove the windscreen on this microphone and you can see the capsule. So there's the mic. Now let's go ahead and get our base screwed on and get it plugged in so we can see how it sounds. All right, guys, so we got the microphone plugged in. You've listened to some of the features so far. What do you guys think about the microphone? And here's a little secret: you've been listening to it this entire time. So I have been using the microphone with some audio filters applied to it in OBS. I definitely do think it helps the microphone sound even better, even though the out of the box sound was good to begin with, but we did eliminate some of that background noise and then put some EQ in there and made it sound even better. But I am trying to get better with my audio filters. It could be somebody out there that might be able to make this microphone sound even better than me because of the different filters that they've added, or just the way that they've tweaked the filters in OBS. But I think it sounds pretty good. I'll let you guys see it real quick and show you the RGB. The camera isn't doing it justice. The colors in person are a lot more vibrant than what it looks like on camera. But if I press the button, I can change it. So you got the rainbow effect here. You can switch and just do solid colors if you want to. Yellow, green, like a darker green, blue, purple, pink, light green, and then right back to the rainbow effect. Now that you guys have made it this far in the video and you've been listening to the microphone this entire time, I'll go ahead and give you the answers to the sample audio from earlier and let you know which microphone was which. So sample A was actually the Wave 3. Sample B was the Fifine AM8 microphone, which you've been listening to the entire time. And sample C was the Blue Yeti. So let me know if you got that right down in the comment section. But I definitely think this is a great budget microphone, especially at the price point that is coming in at $54.99. And I have to say it's keeping up with its competitors that we tested in the video. It sounded just as good in my opinion. The Wave 3 is coming in at $130 right now, and you do get some software with that, so that explains why it's a little bit higher. And the Blue Yeti usually comes in around $130 for the mic alone, no software, but right now it's on sale for $109. So I definitely think the Fifine AM8 was keeping up with those microphones, and it's less than half the cost of those other microphones. And no, my opinion of this microphone is not biased because Fifine sent this microphone out to me. I actually used the Elgato Wave 3 as my daily driver for my setup, but the Fifine AM8 is a great microphone and I'm definitely going to be using it in my setup to create content. If you pick this up, I would definitely recommend that you get a boom arm with it. Now I have to reach out to Fifine to see if they have a shock mount that can be paired with this, or maybe there's like a universal one that you could just get off of Amazon to help with that sound quality even more. But the microphone sounds great straight out of the box, and I'm gonna have to test it again with the XLR connection once I get an audio interface, but I'm pretty sure the sound is gonna be even better once I get an XLR cable. But I would have to say I definitely think this microphone is worth it. It only comes in at $54.99. I think that's a great price for what you get. Get RGB, you get the gain and volume knob, you get the tap to mute button in the back, you get a microphone that has a great sound at a low price, and I definitely think it is worth it, man. So if you guys want to grab this microphone, I have a link down in the description. Feel free to go cop it. Let me know what you guys think. Well, that'll go ahead and conclude this review. Again, I appreciate Fifine. Thank you guys so much for sending the microphone out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.